Hello everybody, this is Alice from Woodland, and today we are getting in the mood of Val de Loire, or in English, Loire Valley. Val de Loire is the valley of the Loire River, full of castles and palaces and overall beautiful places worth visiting. We had been here before the pandemic in 2019 and made our paraphrase of Beetlejuice. You can see it right now on our Hebrew channel, Tzamud, if you understand Hebrew, of course. We'll publish it here as well, later. This time I concentrated mostly on architectural sketching that you can see right now. Started in Paris and then in Val de Loire. We stayed in a small picturesque town called Azay-le-Rideau, where a castle, Domaine Plessis-Galou, is found. You will see more of them later. But now I want to explain why we called this video our Dacha. Dacha is a summer house in Russian. Usually it wasn't a summer house for rest, it was for gardening, for growing food. But back then, in the 60s and the 70s, when I was a little girl, it wasn't my responsibility to grow vegetables. So, for me, it was just for rest. My family's dacha was near St. Petersburg, and there I grew up. And there I spent my summers. I had a bike and I used to ride it all day long. And also I had a lot of books and tons of strawberries. And of course I pictured myself being a grown-up woman, going to her own dacha on Fridays and staying there for the whole weekend. Nothing of this happened because here in Israel we have no dachas. We have no summer houses. Luckily, we have one for summers and winters. So I had to look for a dacha somewhere else. And finally, I found it in France. Here in Azay-le-Rideau, in Domaine Plessis-Galou, I feel like almost it's mine, like I was born here. There is no logical explanation for all of this, but I feel like I was French in my previous life. This calm, beautiful town is typical for France and has its own chateau, the palace, which stands on the island in the river Indre. Of course, this small chateau is beautiful, like all of them. But on the banks of the river, you also can rent a boat, sit and drink something, or sometimes, maybe, doing something much weirder.
Coffee, I take tea, my dear. Like my toes down on one side. You can hear it in my accent when I talk. I'm an Englishman in New York. See me walking down Fifth Avenue, walking carrots on my side. Do you tell me where I work? I'm an Englishman in New York. Whoa, I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. Whoa, I'm an alien. I'm a legal alien. I'm an Englishman in New York. Must make the man that someone said. You're the hero of the day. It's a man to suffer, ignorance and smile. You say what they say. Whoa, I'm an alien, I'm a legal alien, I'm an Englishman in New York. Oh, I'm an alien, I'm a legal alien, I'm an Englishman in New York. Honesty, propriety, believe in notoriety, you couldn't live by the only way. Down in the sobriety, around in society, nice to kill is brighter than the These mother come back get you make a man. These mother no license for a girl. Tell them I will walk, never run. Tell them I will walk, but never run. See me walking down Fifth Avenue, walking Kennedy at my side. Tell them I will walk, but never run. No matter what they say, I'll be yourself. No matter what they say, I'll be yourself. No matter what they say. Oh, I'm an alien, I'm a legal alien, I'm an Englishman in New York. Oh, I'm an alien, I'm a legal alien, I'm an Englishman in New York. Whoa, I'm an alien, I'm a legal alien, I'm an Englishman in New York. Whoa, I'm an alien, I'm a legal alien, I'm an Englishman in New York. I'm an Englishman in New York. I'm an Englishman in New York. Merci à Elio au sax. Elio, s'il vous plaît.
So, after all this dancing and enjoying the Sting's song, we went to another small town called Blois. That the most beautiful thing about it is these black roofs. Blois has its own chateau, of course, but this chateau is situated inside the town, which is not so typical for the chateaus of Val de Loire. You can see that after all these years of dry weather, the water level in Loire was so low, and it was so sad to observe. Will it be ever full again? God knows. The streets of Blois were pretty much empty. France didn't return fully to the level of tourism before the pandemic. Much better for us, you know. next stop was Chateau de l'Islet, 5 minute drive from Azelle Rideau. The sculptors Auguste Rodin and his common law wife Camille Claudel spent here their summers. It was their Dacha. You can rent a boat and spend an hour or two rowing in this wonderful river called Indre. Or do some sketches like me. Actually, we did the both.
Just like a movie scene wherever you go. And do you know that I know that you know? Do you know that I know that you know? And when you drop one of your smiles, the sound of tears and violence rise. 'Cause your laughter is the soundtrack of my life. The soundtrack of my life. Soundtrack of my life. The soundtrack of my life. You're like a song that I sing in the morning on a perfect holiday. You're like the warmth of the sun on my skin when clouds look gray. You're like the joy of a trip that's coming to a place with ocean view. You're like an old familiar friend when all is new, when all is new. You're like a song that I sing in the morning on a perfect holiday. You're like the warmth of the sun on my skin when clouds look gray. You're like the joy of a trip that's coming to a place with ocean view. You're like an old familiar friend when all is new.
Do you like fairy tales? Personally, I don't like them so much. But if you do, you have to go to this chateau, Chateau d'Ussé. Charles Perrault had this castle in mind when he was writing The Sleeping Beauty. Inside the castle, there is a wonderful exhibition of the main scenes of this fairy tale. Not only fairy tales we met inside the castle, we also visited this great exhibition Like Mother, Like Daughter. It told the story of fashion design for mothers and daughters, resembling each other and still very different. Despite the similarities in shapes and colors, the girls wear dresses much more comfortable, wider and easier to wear. It took ages to free the woman from corsets, but finally it happened.
face go red and my heart racing. I can feel your eyes when you're looking at me. Trying camouflage, but I still see. You can never hide from me, from me. And you know that when the stars align, you can't hide from it. So come with me now. As long as I'm with you, I can do anything. As long as I'm with you, I can do anything. When you're looking for a way to go, won't you reach for my hand? 'Cause I will be with you, just need to hold on.
So it was our last day in Val de Loire. And what can I do? We have to go home, as usual. And we will come again, I promise, to our Dacha. In the meantime, if you like our stuff, please subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. And we will see you in our next videos. Bye bye and good moves to you all.